Hello everybody. We just finished up about a week in the state of Vermont in the Green Mountains, relaxing with our daughter and her family. I tell you what, if you've never been to that part of our country, it's beautiful. The Green Mountains are just such a cool place to hang out at. We had a great time, very relaxing time, and today we're hitting the road. We're going to head to a neighboring state, the state of Massachusetts. We've got some fun things planned there. We're going to hook up with Leslie's sister and her husband and some friends of theirs and do some cool things in that area. Good morning from Sturbridge, Massachusetts. Today we are heading to the west to Springfield, Massachusetts. And if you're a sports junkie like I am and a lover of basketball, you may already know what's in the Springfield area, the Basketball Hall of Fame. So it's only about 45-minute drive to get there, and we're going to go check it out. The Basketball Hall of Fame is located in Springfield, Massachusetts. It serves as the sport's most complete library, in addition to promoting and preserving the history of basketball. Dedicated to the Canadian American physician and inventor of the sport, James Naismith, it was opened and inducted its first class in 1959. Unlike the Professional Football Hall of Fame and the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame, the Basketball Hall of Fame honors both international and American professionals. Also, it honors American and international amateurs, making it arguably the most comprehensive Hall of Fame among major sports. My all-time favorite player, Larry Bird. When you're the editor of your own videos, you don't ever miss a shot. Also located in this town is the Springfield Armory. The site is preserved as the Springfield Armory National Historic Site. This is a loading dock where they would pull wagons in through those doors right there, and then they would utilize this block and tackle here to load the guns down onto the wagon. It was the primary center for the manufacture of United States military firearms from 1777 until its closing in 1968. It was the first federal armory and one of the first factories in the United States dedicated to the manufacture of weapons. There are some famous firsts that took place at this arsenal during the Revolutionary War timing. It became the site of numerous technological innovations of global importance, including interchangeable parts, the assembly line style of mass production, and modern business practices such as hourly wages. In 1795, the Springfield Armory produced the nation's first musket, appropriately named the Model 1795 musket. It features the world's largest collection of historic American firearms. The facility would play a decisive role in the Civil War, producing most of the weaponry used by the Union troops, which in some outpaced Confederate firearms production by a ratio of 32 to 1. When American forces entered World War I in 1917, much of the military equipment, including the weapons and ammunition used on the battlefield, had to be supplied from other countries. In 1932, John Garand, a Springfield Armory engineer, developed a new rifle that would be adopted as the M1. This weapon was used extensively in World War II, and by the end of the war, 3.1 million M1 rifles were manufactured at the Springfield Armory. Generals MacArthur and Patton both hailed this weapon, with Patton describing it as the best battle implement ever devised. So in less than 30 years since World War I, the United States became the best equipped military in the world, thanks to the Springfield Armory. Head northwest. We finally hooked up with our family and friends, and the first thing we did with them was go to a baseball game. If you know anything about baseball, you know that the field that the Boston Red Sox play their games on, Fenway Park, is one of the most iconic baseball stadiums anywhere in America. I mentioned it before that I'm a big sports junkie, and the fact that we made it to the Basketball Hall of Fame, that wraps up the trifecta, I'll call it. All three major sports, basketball, baseball, and football. Not only myself, but Leslie also has visited all three of those Hall of Fame, so that was really neat to be able to do that. Also enjoyed visiting the Springfield Armory, and learning about how our weapons were built back during World War I, World War II timing, and even before that. That was a very interesting visit. Learned a lot while we were there. And then, of course, going to a baseball game at Fenway Park. If you love baseball, that's got to be a park that you'd like to go see. So we were happy to be able to kind of check that off the list. Like always, we appreciate your interest in our adventure. If you haven't yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, why don't you do that? Just click on the red subscribe button, and then there's a little bell icon next to it. You can click on that and you'll get notified anytime we upload a new video to YouTube. We appreciate you following us, and we'll catch you on the next video. From the Sturbridge, Massachusetts area. Start over. Good morning from Sturbridge. This might be a blooper.
Yeah.